The Aurora Borealis is natural. It's a natural occurrence that comes and goes just like the wind. And just like a wind, it can be strong, it can be light. On an evening where it's radiant and dancing, it's utterly indescribable. The first time I saw it like that was actually when we were building the place, and I was driving back to town one evening, and I stopped because it was glowing. The entire sky was lit up. My name is Adriel Butler. We're here at Borealis Base Camp, which is North America's only clear-roofed eco lodge specifically designed for aurora viewing. And we're located 20 miles north of Fairbanks, and we're on a ridgeline with 360-degree views butted up by national and state lands. We're an off-grid location, which means that everything comes and goes from here. So we generate everything ourselves. So because we're in a subarctic environment, if something fails, it's more catastrophic than if you were just in town in a normal place. So we check our water every day, we check our fuel levels every day, we check the generator sets, the banks, everything every day. And that means that we're outside checking things manually by hand to ensure consistency. Our weather window is really basically freezing to -37. And if you don't have warm boots, warm hat, and warm fingers, you're utterly miserable. We deal with frozen pipes in the middle of winters where we have to thaw them out. We deal with frozen water tanks where we have to thaw them out. We deal with snow removal, ice removal. Having the right gear is the difference between making a miserable situation bearable and making it the worst experience of your life. One time of actually really dealing with cold and pain is enough to teach you you're going to go get the right gear so that you don't get caught in that situation again. And so at that point, then we went and we got the right gear, the right boots, the right gloves, the right jackets, everything, so that when we swing between -37 and +20, we can do it all the way through. When we're working on a place like this, which is off-grid, remote, and we have to just deal with the elements, our job isn't done until the job's done. If somebody's dome is offline because of a frozen X, Y, or Z, we don't stop until it's dealt with. And the ability to deal with, one, long days and climbing, crawling, getting under, climbing over, all of those aspects, it's taxing. So for a lot of our crew, a short day is a 4 to 6 hour day, and it's beautiful weather and nothing's wrong and it's great. A long day is until it's done, and that might be 2 or 3 in the morning. The beautiful thing about the Aurora is it comes and goes, and so if we're working late at night dealing with a water break or frozen pipes or whatever, we're underneath of a dome dealing with something and we walk to go get a tool. We look up and it's dancing. And you just take a minute and remember where you are. And for a second, you're not crawling around at 2 a.m. dealing with a frozen pipe. You're getting to enjoy the fact that it's an amazing location with the Aurora dancing overhead. I had no idea when I came up with the original idea, all of the pieces that are involved with it, just from the complexity of operating. But then there's also all of the human aspects of the experience that people get. It's fun to be a part of people having experiences that they'll take with them for a really long time. And when you actually get to sit back and enjoy that, it makes it worthwhile. It's a lot of fun. Building something like this from the ground up, there is a reward of the sweat equity of building that and seeing it come to fruition that I don't ever get when I'm on a spreadsheet. When I'm doing something on a computer, I put it in an email and I send it off. So there's way more felt internal reward from actually physically constructing and seeing something come together. And when I do actually get the chance to stop and just look at the place and see what has been built, I'm astounded, amazed, I didn't really figure that it would happen. but it has. So it's a blessing.